Hey guys, it's Cool P. I'm back with most likely the last part, possibly not, of my Sunday grind video. This one will be a lot like my last one, where I'm not really talking as much and I'm just kind of playing and chilling. And if it gets exciting, I might start talking a little bit more, but I'm kind of a little exhausted from it, so I'm kind of just letting you guys watch more than before, instead of having my voice overlaid over all of it. Yeah, so I'm pretty deep in this tournament over here. It's just a 3K tournament. 20 people left. I'm in 7th. And then this is a tournament that I could be out of pretty soon, actually. It's another 3K tournament, just a $10 one. I believe it's a turbo. So we'll see if I can actually make anything happen in this one. But yeah, this one is down to hand for hand, so yeah, I'll make a small raise. I can afford to. And we're down to 19, someone got eliminated on the other table. So one more and we're in the money with 2 tables left. There's no real short stacks at my table, so there's no one. I mean, this would be the shortest guy. But it'll be kind of hard to push around too much because of it. There's some guys at the other table. One is 6,000, one is 8,000 at the other table. So those are the guys who are short. Actually, five of the shortest stacks are at the other table. Which is, or I guess there's 2 other tables. What am I thinking? So 5 of the shortest stacks are at the 2 other tables. That makes a lot more sense. I'm just opening up the other table so I can watch them. Put them on my other screen though, so I don't confuse you guys. I would raise if it wasn't from first or second. If I was a little later, I would raise with that. Although there can be an advantage to raising from first sometimes. It gives you more of a, people don't think you're stealing quite as much. They give you a little bit more respect. And then when someone does raise you, you can be a little bit sure of them having something because of that. So there can be something to be said about raising in that position. Well, it looks like our table's the one getting all in. Kind of an interesting hand to get all in with. I doubled up. That was, I don't know why he just decided to go with Queen Jack there. And I guess it's blind versus blind, so that does make some sense. But you can't really expect to be ahead with Queen Jack there. We got no one on the other table. It looks like we're going to be down. Yep. We should be down to 2 tables now. Someone beat 9s with aces. So I'm in the money for the 2nd time today, which isn't that exciting, but better than not cashing at all, obviously. you. Probably pay attention at this tournament a little bit because I've gotten really short all of a sudden. Not just really short, but super short. Something I do occasionally. You guys have watched any of my videos where I just kind of stop paying attention to a certain tournament and get really, really short. I just kind of go on autopilot and don't realize I'm getting blinded away as quickly as I am. I feel like I planned on making a move at one point and then I don't know why I didn't. I've had a lot of bad hands. Wow. Could have done something there with my ace-3. But other than that, and king 8, I haven't really had any good spots. Oh. It jumped over to my other screen because I moved tables. Well, this is as good a hand as any. I don't really have any fold equity anyway, so I might as well just go for it. This guy doesn't necessarily have a very strong hand either. He's kind of in a similar situation to me. He just realized it earlier than I did and did something. I just didn't. Everybody's probably going to think, what was he doing waiting around forever and then deciding to finally go with a 10-9? I'm asking myself the same question. Coin flip. I got some... Hey, hit the nuts. I'm back in it. Where am I now? I went from 162nd to 106th. Actually, I jumped up a decent ways. Overall rank. I was the second shortest in the tournament, though. It's really sad that I let that happen. Something I gotta stop. It shouldn't happen when I'm live playing 2 tournaments. The problem is I get focused on this tournament, and I just kind of make autopilot plays over here, and then I realize, oh wait, I should actually pay attention to that one. It's kind of an absent-mindedness problem. I think a lot of it's fatigue, actually. I haven't played this long of a session in a while. Well, I got open cards. But... oh. Got close. But I didn't hit it. Bigger screen. I wish I could extend this all the way, but... wow, down to 13 already. What happened? All the short stacks started going nuts, so I guess. I'm in 10th out of 13 all of a sudden. Wow. Now down to 12. We're getting close to the final table, man. Jeez. That was quick. It might take us a while to get these last couple of... well, we have 2 people still under 10,000, and then after that it's me. We got a guy at 6,000 and a guy at 9,000. I bet one of them will make a comeback and one of them will get eliminated, but that could keep us at... could keep us at 11 for a while. I mean, they both could make a comeback. Or they both could get eliminated too, so we'll see. I mean, I still have 23 blinds. So, and I just went through the blinds. So, you know, I'm short, but I'm not like desperate. So we're gonna have some pretty big stacks when we do get to the final table, unless it takes forever at 11 or 12 players. Should be interesting. Well, I have a pretty good hand here. One I probably should have folded. I like doing this because it gives me a chance to fire out the flop as well instead of just shoving now. That's if he calls. I don't like this, really. Oh, jeez. I kind of got to go with it, though. Hey! I got him. That would have been a pretty bad fold, equity-wise. Oh. Hey! I do know my sound is a little bit off, and my reactions come a little bit before you guys can see them. I don't know why my sound... It's like a half a second off, so... You guys usually hear my reaction and then see what my reaction was to, so that might kind of kill the suspense, I'm not sure, but... That was an interesting way for that to happen. Jump up to 5th, though. Now I got a real shot at this thing. The reason I didn't really want to call was because really the amount of hands that are beating me are a lot more than the amount of hands I'm beating in that spot. The thing that really makes me feel like I gotta call is there's so many pairs in his range that you know, I can't give away all that equity. Oops. I can't give all the equity of pairs that he has and stuff like that, and king queen and ace tens, and in the amount I had in the pot. I hesitated for a while, but it just there wasn't much I could do other than call. I'm actually kind of surprised I tried to make that move. I'm not sure he really thought he had the best hand. Just because it's hard to fold there, I admit, but you know, if I'm 3-betting there, I'm probably willing to put it on my chips. It kind of would make sense that that's what I decided. So I was kind of willing to get it all in with ace 10 there. I wouldn't think that's a great spot to do that with, and especially when I kind of showing I'm committing my chips. That was one of the reasons I kind of wanted to get out of the way, was because I assumed he thought I was going to kind of commit all my chips. I guess I hadn't, because otherwise I could have just gone all in. So maybe that's what he thought I was doing. He thought I was trying to save my last chips in case he did go over the top. I'll see if Lobster got position on him here. Somebody got eliminated on the other table. Well, I can't just fold yet. I don't beat a lot. Beat some bluffs, which That was unfortunate. I probably could have gotten him off of that, unfortunately. I should have thought how likely he would have been to fold there. That was, again, me getting too wishy-washy with his range, and that hurts me when I do that really bad. I didn't stick him on a hand that really made a lot of sense there. And he played it kind of funky, so it can be hard to put people on ranges when they play it funky, but you got to get in the habit of doing that. And being out of practice a little bit, it makes it harder to do that. I have to really concentrate on doing that and work at it. Yeah, just one more to the final table. The guy's all in. Bring it over. Oh, he got called. So, looks like we're gonna keep going. Well, he didn't make any chips though. Wow, that's it's a weird scenario. It's a weird way to split a pot, that's for sure. End up with a full. Not only is there a full house on the board, but the guy has the card of the pair of the full house, which is the lower part of the full house. That's just a weird split pot. That guy's all in again. Tens versus King 8, and he hit a set. So that guy's gonna double up, and we're gonna keep going like this for a while, it looks like. I'm sure this is. This might be a little bit more exciting than before. That last hour was probably pretty brutal for you guys to watch. This one probably hasn't been that much better. Oh man, I gotta call this just on hitting trips or something. Or top pair. Top pair's not bad. Yeah, we're thinking about it. Kind of keep control, but try to keep it small is what I'm doing. Well, I hit 2 pair. I guess 3 pair. I don't know exactly what he could have had a 7. Again, I should have put him on a more concrete range. He could have had a 6. He could have had an 8. I'm not exactly sure what he had, but I'm on the pot, which is nice. Okay. Nothing interesting is really going on the other table. They're slower than we are. I guess I could leave this here. So between 11th and 10th, it is the final table bubble, but there's no jump in prize money. I didn't realize that on Luck Poker. So last spot of the final table gets as much as the first spot not in the final table, which is kind of weird. It's not typical. I don't know what this is. What are all these things? It's like final tables or something? Or is there a leaderboard for this poker Maximus thing? I actually don't even know if there was. I mean, there are a lot of events for it. 70 events, that's quite a bit. Yeah, I can call this. I got a lot of chips. Get a draw. Wasn't exactly a great card. That's why that 8 hurts me quite a bit. It makes that 7 not nearly as good of a card to get for particularly this kind of situation. Now, a raise there is really strange, and I really don't think you can raise with anything but a 9 or a flush. Because if you even had a 4, you pretty much just have to call. Yeah, I don't know what he can raise there without a 9 or a flush. Or a really, really, really ballsy bluff. There was a leaderboard for this whole thing. Oh, so some of these achievements you got for just getting like top 100 in one of these tournaments. That's why so many people have them. Some of these things, like this one right here that this guy has, he got 41st through 65th in one of these tournaments. It's a weird achievement to have, but okay. The luck poker leaderboards were a lot of fun when I was playing on lock really consistently. There's a couple months where I wasn't in the race to kind of get the top spot ever, but I was in the top 100 consistently for, I don't know, 4 or 5 months, and probably had an 8-9 month stretch where I was in the top 250 on lock, and it was kind of fun to try to kind of stay up there and try to get a better position just for motivation's sake, just kind of competition's sake. I should probably switch over when that happens, but oh well. Looking at other stuff about the interesting call. This guy doesn't like to 3-bet pre-flop from the stats I see, so not shocked by it, but it's a weird play to make. It's a good hand to have. Not afraid of a ton. If he has me beat, he has me beat. I mean, Queen Jack, a set, or Ace Queen is really what I'm afraid of. Yeah. I didn't want to throw out another bet, partly because I wanted him to try to bluff at it, and partly because if it was bluffing, I felt like it's not showing me what he had. Huh. I don't know why it's not showing me what he had. Maybe we'll take another hand before it will. I want to give him a chance to bluff at it again, and it's gonna, you know, betting there just doesn't do a lot. I actually, apparently, after that hand, I jumped to first place in this tournament, which is actually kind of cool. I could enter the final table in first. Meaning I got a very good shot to take this thing down. I told you we might be at 11 players for a long time, right? See? I know what I'm talking about sometimes. I'm not always just throwing stuff out there that doesn't make any sense. I occasionally know what I'm saying. Did I show me what he had yet? Still not going to show me for some reason what he had on that hand. Oh, well, yeah, no, we checked it down, so should have. I don't know why. It just won't. This is what the hand history shows. It doesn't even show my hand. Yeah, see the hand history? It doesn't show my hand or his hand. Man. It's just so little. Straight draw. He doesn't seem to respect my bets. I gotta call at least one. Now I got a flush draw. Gotta at least take a stab at this thing, give it a chance to fold. Well, I got a call. And unfortunately, I don't have anything now. That's a scary board, though. Ah. That was probably a pretty stupid way to play this hand. Should have just folded pre. Should have folded pre. Just lost over half my chips in one pot because I don't know. Got sucked in. I don't know. I don't even know what he had. And see, I do that all the time now. You know, it's only a scary board if the other person doesn't have anything. So. Only went from first down to seventh. It's exciting. It shows my skills. This is the high roller tournament thing that if you watched all the way back in episode or part 1 or 2, this is what I was talking about here. Having this thing. Although, you know, I'm gonna not play that hand so bad, except I just missed. You know, if I hit my heart, I might have this guy's 85,000, you know? So and maybe that last bet wasn't so bad either. I don't think it was a good bet, but it didn't work out. But if it did work out, I would have taken, you know, 40,000 that was in the pot. How often did it have to work out for that to make sense? It needed to work out 1 in 3 times. So maybe I didn't play that hand terribly. And that jack wasn't quite as scary as it seemed because, you know, like Queen 10 and were kind of the hands that it actually helped. It didn't help out as many hands as it seemed like it did. I told you we'd be at 11 players for a while. A call. Okay. Played that pretty weak, but I didn't know to make it a call, and I didn't really. Low aces are weird hands for me. I don't particularly like them, especially when they miss. It's a good hand. Oh, so we're down to 10. Someone got eliminated. Is this one? Wait. Never mind. This guy obviously took out somebody to get a lot of chips. These two guys are still pretty short. I'm ahead of this guy, and I'm ahead of this guy. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, there hasn't been too much action going on, really. I might be able to, I might get myself in trouble if I do that. I don't particularly like that flop. It's a flop that, it's a decent card. Gives me the low straight. I lose to any queen or diamonds, but so it gives me a good hand, but it also gives me a hand that I gotta be careful with, because when you have a really good hand that loses to some not obvious but not too difficult to have hands that are better, you can't just go crazy with them, because you know you could just have a queen and kill me if I really push it too hard. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, so forgot. Lock Lock doesn't go to final tables at 10 anymore. That was a long time ago. They go to yeah, it's been a long time since they did that. They go to final tables at 9 now. We're still one away from a final table. I totally blanked on that. That's how I played for so long when the final table was always 10 people. I guess I'm still used to it. Set versus straight. Now we're at the final table. And this guy's got a ton of chips. Gonna go into the final table in pretty good position though. Fourth out of 9. Can't complain about that. We'll see if I can get above the threshold of those spots that don't matter and get maybe top 2 this time. Top 2 or 3. I mean, third isn't even that awesome. Here, I'll bring up the payouts. First is 1,300, and it goes down from there. Obviously, we're at 122. To break even on the day, I need to get at least 4th, I believe. Or, no, yeah, 4th. If I get 4th, I'll make money on the day. If I get 5th, I'll lose very little on the day. Yeah, I'll basically break even if I get 5th. So. And then if I get 1st, I'll make a lot of money. And we got a short stack here. We got a short stack here. We got 2 guys around me with shorter stacks. And we got the big stacks over here with another pretty big stack right there. It doesn't really say a ton when I'm talking about it like that. It's nice to have these guys here and here. You want to have the short stacks close to you. I'd like to have the short stacks, well, I just want the short stacks close to me. This is what I want, really. It kind of, you know, because you're going to be playing with the people close to you the most, because those are the people you're going to be re-raising when they're raising your blinds, and they're going to be the people you're raising their blinds. So can't do anything about that. See, this is where I want him to be a really short stack. If you had, you know, 10, 12,000, I could just go all in with this hand and it would be the right play. It makes my life easier, and it makes it easier to not make mistakes and to make the right play. Not that I just want it to be handed to me, but just mathematically it's beneficial to just have it that easy to make the right play and not have a chance of making any mistakes. Having aces makes it mathematically easy to make the right play. I think that's true. I mean, if someone goes all in, it gets really easy. Wow. I'm just gonna, that guy might fold. That's a big raise. But it might be a little bit of a mistake, but I think he has a pretty good chance of getting Shady Biz to go with me, because I think his hand is really strong. I think it's going to be hard for him to fold. Now my play does look very strong as well, but I didn't know how to make a play that wasn't very strong, and just calling didn't really seem right to me for a couple of reasons. He's probably going to fold. Normally people think this long they fold. I didn't like calling because it gave them chances to end up drawing out on me, and you know, just taking down what's in the pot right now is pretty nice. A smaller raise might have been good, maybe a min raise, but that just looks just about as strong. So maybe I mathematically made the wrong play. Like I said, it was easy to make the right play. I mean, I made a play that helped me and worked on some level, but I don't know who's short here. I think the guy who's short won, yeah. I can fold to these two guys. I feel comfortable folding to both of them, so I feel comfortable making this raise. Maybe I should have tried to take advantage of my aces a little bit more. It might have been a little bit too ambitious to just shove right there. That guy might have folded a really strong hand. He probably did. I mean, I'm almost certain he had, you know, he had better in ace queen or better, and probably nines or tens are better. Like, and that's like the low end nines or tens, and ace queen are very low end of what he possibly had. So he folded a really good hand. Probably like ace king or jacks, or I don't think he would have folded queens. And I mean, it was nice to just win the pot and get the 20,000 chips and go from there, have no chance of losing, and but it would have been nice to get it all in. But I do think a small raise there almost looks more like aces than shoving. So sometimes I get in my own head with that. And even if it does look more like that, people aren't going to see that it looks more like that. So it's a mistake I can kind of make. And it looks like we're going to have our first knockout of the final table. No ninth place for me, which I am happy about because I've had that plenty. But 7th and 8th aren't much better, so I'm going to try to avoid those. And do we have another all-in? Or is this guy going to keep folding to people shoving on him? Gonna keep folding, it looks like, at least for now. Might be getting a little frustrated. Sam Barnes shoves, open shoves, I'm definitely gonna call. Who knew? Probably call him too. Thatch loves, I doubt he'll shove all in, but man, blind versus blind, I almost need to call that as well. Yeah. Coin flip, worse than I could have hoped for actually, but looks like I'm in a good spot. Yep, I'll take that. And I'm in very good position now. 81,000, I'm in third. Right next to this guy, and then this guy's got a ton of chips, which it's okay, I guess. I don't like that he's right after me, he's always got position on me, but Oof. I'll let this one go. Well, I wouldn't mind another knockout. And I would have taken it. And we got another knockout, so we're down to 6 pretty quickly, which is nice. Up to $244 in the prize pool. Look at it, 6 right here. Just moving up 2 spots, and I'll have made money on the day, which will be nice. To haven't had a positive day for a little while. Well, I haven't had a positive day on Sunday. I was playing a bunch of Sunday tournaments for a while. But I shouldn't speak too soon. I could definitely get knocked out at any point. It'd be a good play for this guy to go all in right now. I think Albert O'Chuns might call him. And you know, if I could call him. I don't like that flop at all. That's a really bad flop, I think. There's a lot of cards that he could be hitting. I don't like this situation. I don't think that 9 helps me that much. I don't like just folding to him so easily, giving it up. With the spades, it's just I play the hand passively, but you know, I escaped it without too much damage, so. Now if this guy 3-bets me, I probably gotta give him respect because I've played 88 hands with him. He's 3-bet 4% of the time. So he's not someone who's 3-betting all that often. I could raise this one. I've just raised 2 hands in a row, I believe, so I'm gonna kind of chill. I don't like having this other guy right behind me with a huge stack, and he doesn't 3-bet much. His 3-bet percentage is 2. Which is nice, but I don't have a good read on him from those hands I was up against him with earlier. He played a little bit funky a couple times. I couldn't get the hand history to see what he actually had when we got to showdown, and just a little confused by him, I guess. Actually, he'd be a good player to shark scope. And I've gotten myself into trouble playing those kind of intermediate hands from the big blind. Okay, so that's actually pretty informative. This guy's he's a decent-sized loser over his, I came out pretty mean. That's not what I meant. I just meant to say his results are pretty bad. And that's actually going to tell me a lot. That tells me he's just not quite as sophisticated. Almost got another elimination. It's rough for this guy. So we're on break. I will continue this with one more part. Hopefully I can take this one down and finally win one of these tournaments while I'm recording. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I'm sorry I've been kind of a blah for the last 2 videos. I'm just kind of not into it as much as I was. I'm getting a little tired. But, you know, I hope you guys still enjoy it. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the last one.